topic number one over the weekend. You already know, hey, whoa, UFC Apex was back at it. Warehouse fighting in front of handfuls of people. Hey, it was a 2-night SummerSlam weekend. TKO was very busy. But in that main event, we saw a flyweight matchup hastily put together at the last minute. But it did produce somewhat of a breakout performance, if you will, as Tatsuro Taira of Japan finishing late replacement. Let me get this right. Hyun-Sung Park. Is that how I'm saying?
That's the best that I've got for you, too.
Hyun-Sung Park, who was supposed to be fighting Hyun-Sung Park.
Yeah.
Park was supposed to be fighting Steve Erceg a week later. He came on a week early. And what we got ultimately was the flyweight contender Tyra bouncing back from that first pro defeat and that split decision, the war over 5 rounds against Brandon Royval. But we saw some evolution to his game, some legit evolution. So, Luke, what did this performance say about the 25-year-old prospect standing as a future threat to the title in this division? Because what he was talking about afterwards was, I want the winner of Van versus Pantoja.
I think we need to be very careful about what we decide we learned from this performance, because it was up again. I mean, like, we should just be honest about it. Like, this fight should not have taken place. Like, hear me out. Whenever I say that, people think, oh, you're saying it's a bad thing. No, it's not really a bad thing.
Well, Amir Albazi got hurt about a week
or 2
out, right?
Yeah, it was a while ago. I understand. I mean, that fight would have been tremendous. Unfortunately, Albazi, for whatever reason, couldn't make it. But the reality is, like, the fight should not have happened. Like, a fight should have some kind of a point to it. And in particular, a main event should have definitely a point to it.
So should a fight card.
But this one didn't. I mean, this is what I'm saying. It's a light switch. UFC is just on. And if the stream happens to be good at that time, great. If it doesn't, that's also part of it. It's just on now. It's not really, event punctuated specialty. It's not really what it does. But the point, neither here nor there. They tried to put the main event together very quickly, BC, and I think most people are going to say they want the UFC to go through with that. Mm-hmm. And so that's what you're going to get. And I understand it. And let me be clear. Tatsuro Tyra looked awesome. I mean,
he looked great.
Dude, the reality was he was better than Park everywhere. He was better on the feet, which I wasn't so sure was going to be the case. We knew he was a good chance he was going to be better on the ground, and he was way better on the ground, too.
See that double leg where he slammed him into the post and then picked him up and dropped him a second time?
He was remarkable. He was very good. And in particular, the 2 right hands that he landed in the first round, one that rocked him, one that knocked him down, they were long range, they were well-timed, they were crisp. They looked good. But this was an opponent who was simply not on the level at all, who was not prepared for this guy at all. And he got run over. He got absolutely run over. And it's like, Tyra could have done that 100 times out of 100 to this guy. That's just what it was going to be. So, like, did the mechanics of the striking that he used to knock down Park look really good? No question about it. Overall, did he just look dialed in and ready to go and have a clearly superior class to Park? He absolutely did. But, like, that's telling you what he represents relative to the middle-ish part of the division. It doesn't tell you much about what he measures up to at the top.
Well, it's hard. On one sense, he's 25 years old, so you're like, why are we rushing him to the title, even though he kind of rushed himself in the post-fight interview? But also, there's been a dominant champion on top. So if Pantoja continues to hold this title through the Joshua Van fight, you're going to be looking for fresh meat. So there is an onus on new talent developing and showing themselves. But this is where I'm going to give him the full credit. And I'm not necessarily saying that Park is a killer who will continue to be in the top end of this division. He had a chance to leap up, took his chance, was game. You're right. Got handled in every category. But specifically the Royval fight, what did we say coming into it? Or what did I say? Loved his hunger, loved his chin, loved his willingness. Did not love that he was there to be hit, didn't move at all. It was like caveman fighting, right? The changes he made from that fight, to find out afterwards that he went to the boxing gym and just basically worked on exactly that. You saw that right away. I know there's not a lot of tape on this fight. It was a round and a quarter. But you saw him control distance. You saw him moving his head. You saw the footwork, too. Against Royval, he was parked in the middle, ready to brawl to the death. This was an evolution to his game, which in some ways would be natural for a 25-year-old. But I think even with the situation of this fight, he showed you some real improvement to his game that I think needs to be taken seriously.
I don't dispute that he looked mechanically much more efficient, but how durable that skill will prove to be in a bout, meaning how long they will continuously use it, you cannot tell until they are put under fire with it. And he could look good against Park, go up against someone else who drills him right in the face, and he loses composure and or can't maintain the kind of orderliness that he showed here. It
Sure.
looked good this time. Please don't misunderstand me. He might, in fact, to your point, might be able to use it as he moves, or I should say, continues to ascend the ladder at this point. But all I'm trying to point out to you is, what can you infer from a win over a guy like Park, who is a good fighter, but a limited one, and came in on short notice relative to both timing and opponent? You just have to be honest and say there's very little you can take from that with certainty.
Were you disappointed the fact that as soon as Park got touched, he was down? As soon as he got taken down, the fight was over.
I mean, I appreciate that Park hung in there when he had his back taken for so long in both the first and at least part of the second round. Like, dude, he was trying.
Mhm.
You know, I give Park didn't lay down. But, like, here's the problem. Like, while I appreciate he didn't lay down for Tyra, he could do nothing. I mean, he could do nothing to him.
Yeah.
He couldn't get off. Again, what are the levels of fighting? It's survive, defend, attack. He was stuck in survival basically the whole way through.
Long Island Luke, would you mind reproducing his Tyra's famous post-fight response to the first question?
I'm happy, thank you.
Oh, all right. Was that racist? Because I enjoyed it, but was it racist?
What was that just now?
I'm happy, thank you. Come on, it's his catchphrase. It's wild.
Let me hear it again.
You know, Bisping gave a 5-minute question of, you did this, you did that, you did that. How'd you do it? I'm happy, thank you. Right? Come on. This is not that. It's not that.
I couldn't tell if he played a sound clip or if he was doing like
He's an impersonator.
he was doing like a Master Splinter voice, like,
Yeah.
oh, I mean, like, you know, it's like, why are we still doing racist Master
By
Splinter
the way,
voices?
you know who the voice of Master Splinter was on the Ninja Turtle cartoons?
Not an Asian guy.
Uncle Phil from Fresh Prince of
Yeah,
Bel-Air.
exactly,
Yeah.
right. Was that what you were doing? You were doing the Master Splinter thing?
I just played a clip from him. I don't know what you're talking about.
I mean, we might as well get fired.
Yeah,
today.
we might as well.
Might as well.
Look, Tyra was confident after the stoppage, happy, but he got a little emotional on the walk back to the locker room. I enjoy these moments to see an honest side of them, if you don't mind playing that video.
なんで泣くんだよ、お前。やっぱな、負けた後だったからちょっと怖かったよな。いや、よかったよ。実力なんだよ。分かってたよ、これは。お前強いから大丈夫だ。日本人の強さを示したよ。な、中村凛也と一緒に。
お前迎え相手にこの勝ち方やばいぞ。
この8月日本人の強さをもっと見せつけるような。はい。みんなが連なる。見せつけます。やったー。
That shows me that he's human, that he had questions about himself coming in there after the loss, even though it was close to with Royval. And I like that little outpouring of emotion. But we also have him talking.
If the win was valuable to Tyra on his own terms, which it clearly looked like it was, I'm not saying that win has no value for him.
Sure.
What I'm trying, you're asking me, like, when you watch tape, what can you infer? We can take some things. I just want folks to, like, make sure it's, you know, couched and limited in the right ways.
Yes, casting couched. I got it. Tyra
We can talk about casting couches.
Tyra also went on to explain why he was so happy with this victory. Let's listen.
Thank you so much. I am feeling great. I'm happy. Thank you.
Yes.
もう本当にやっと帰ってこれた。
I was thinking, yeah, I'm back here in the octagon and finally can fight. I'm just going to trust myself and show my best.
まあ強くなった姿。
Really wanted to come back strong and show that I'm stronger now. I had the best training ever and I was able to show that on the octagon, so I'm so happy.
まあ1ラウンドにフィニッシュ。
Yeah, as you say, in the first round, I did see some opportunities that I could go to, but I have the confidence that I'm the best in the flyweight. So I keep saying I didn't need to rush at all, and that's how I went for the first round and also the second round.
バックチョークはもともと得意技で、まあ
Back choke is definitely one of my strengths. I'm so much used to doing it. Even in that angle, I know with my power and strength that guy's gonna tap. I kind of knew that.
まあ本当にまあ誰が来ても
Whoever the opponent is, my job is to show my strength. Whether that's top 10, top 5, whoever that is, whoever UFC is gonna bring me for the next fight, I'm ready to fight that person and show my strength.
そうですね。まあ本当にまあ僕が教える番だったんで。
Yeah, obviously it was my turn to teach. I think I was able to teach.
Yeah, he taught that shit. Would you say that catchphrase is like one of the better ones in UFC right now?
It's certainly superior to Chihuihui's.
Because when they show it in like a medley of all the ones in a row, it's pretty hilarious.
Yes,
it's pretty well done.
Yeah, well, it's also sweet. It's like very Japanese,
Yes.
you know. It's kind and it's like, hi, how are
It's
you?
very
It's very,
giddy,
very
yeah.
cool. Yeah.
Would you say his
versus like, you know, suck my dick?
Would you say his jiu-jitsu is
It's very good.
is it title world class in this division?
Ooh, It's not as physical as, and I don't think it's as well suited for MMA just yet as Pantoja's. But I mean, to your point, he's 25.
I know,
Golly,
man.
like give him a little bit of time.
And if he made this leap from that last fight, then
I will say for 25, this is what a championship guy would look like at 25 in terms of the ground game. That doesn't mean he's ready for it, but I'm saying, like, imagine he was ready at 30.
Sure.
You'd be right here at 25. Yes.
To the victor goes the spoils. Here was his post-fight takedown meal, and he's enjoying the shit out of that, Luke.
What is your favorite way to eat ice cream? This is a big debate in my house. So, for example, are you a cone or a cup guy?
Okay, if I'm out
Yes.
ordering,
So let me
waffle cone.
stipulate. Not a restaurant. You're at like it's a
ice cream stand.
yeah, stand.
Auto waffle cone. No question about it. No sprinkles, no nuts or anything. Just give me waffle cone, give me 2 flavors. Usually I like them to be very contrasting because, you know, they'll meet in the middle and they'll
Okay,
bleed
so what's
into
the
each
order?
other. The best ice cream flavor ever is black raspberry. And then I usually mix that with some form of chocolate something else. You know what I'm saying? Like a chocolate peanut butter or something like that. And but at home, always cup. And I get the smallest spoon possible. I get like
That's the move.
the tiny
You're
measuring
so
spoon
right.
that's like that
Yes.
small, because then you can really delay
Yes,
it and
yes.
savor it and almost make love to it. If you
Yeah,
will.
my whole family is a cone family except me. I'm a cup guy.
Yeah. Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah,
All right.
I like
Do you need 2 girls with that, or are you fine with just one cup? All right.
Depends what kind.
Look, he's inserting himself into the title picture. And given the fact, again, that there's a dominant champion on top, literally the door might open up for him to get a sooner than later opportunity. Here is Tyra explaining why he believes he can compete with and defeat the winner of Pantoja against Joshua Van.
You made the case, hey, you want the title shot next. Tell us why. Make the case for yourself. Argue why you deserve to be next for the winner of the flyweight title shot.
自分の
I can say 100% my skill is higher than the champion.
Pantoja versus Van fight will be approximately November, December. So the next title fight will be around spring. So are you ready to be without fights till spring on next year?
まあ本当僕
I would hope my wish would be to have a fight on the same card as an undercard.
So, Luke, that journalist brought up a good point, that with this championship fight coming in the fall, it would push it off until next year. So who would be the correct opponent for Tatsuro Tyra coming off of this victory? In your
I mean,
eyes?
the problem with this win is not that it wasn't, again, Tyra.
You don't have to keep explaining it. We get it.
Well, what I'm saying is, where does it put him? Does it really expedite him up the food chain? It does in the scenario that you raised, that there's no one else. But this is the point I'm trying to make. If Albazi can be returned to action,
Still a good fight.
it's
yeah.
still an important fight, actually. And that's the kind of test where you're like, okay, you beat a guy like that, we can really infer something from it. So to me, it's like, is Albazi still available? Can you book that within a reasonable time frame? If so, I think you go right back to it,
If
unfortunately.
it can't be Mohamed Mokaev, could it be Kaya Sakura? Or no, because he's coming
So
off.
they wanted Esakura, but would they do that?
Asakura's fighting Tim Elliott in like 2 weeks.
That's a good call.
Then the timing works out great, actually. If Asakura wins, you could do it, but he wanted to do it initially in Japan. I don't know if the UFC has any intention of going back.
Saitama Super Arena?
Yeah, to Japan this year, or certainly even next year. I don't really know where that
Well,
stands.
maybe if Japan ponies up the Baku, Azerbaijan type
Yes.
site fee money.
Listen, instead we'll probably get it in Bangladesh before we
Yes.
get it in Japan, but you get the idea.
UFC Cambodia is going to be fire.
Yeah.
Believe that. He says he's more skilled than the champion. I know you don't believe that, but let's posit a scenario.
Tyra said he's more skilled than
Pantoja.
Yeah, he's not.
Let's create a scenario where somebody got sick ahead of this fight, Van versus Pantoja, and he had to step in. How do you like right now Tyra's chances against either of those gentlemen at the top of the division?
All right, so against Van, you would have to imagine Van would light him up on the feet. Just the sheer volume. This is what I mean about, like, it's very easy to look good striking against Park, but a guy who can play hurry up offense on you, that's a little bit different. Like speed chess in the park in West 4th. You know, you gotta know what you're doing out there.
With Bobby Fischer.
You'll get hustled fat. You ever done it before?
No, but that guy hates the Shaps.
Well, Bobby Fischer's got problems, but I'm
Yeah.
saying, you ever played chess in West 4th?
Hell no.
Dude, they'll smoke you
I
fast.
just learned how to play chess for the first time ever last year
Are you
against
shitting
my
me?
nephew. Yeah.
No, I did it a couple times. Those guys out in West 4th, they know what the fuck they're doing. They'll
Okay.
smoke you fast. But the point I'm trying to make is, you can play chess really well under a different kind of slower pace. So The question is, could Tyra get it to the ground and hold it there? I think he could. I don't know enough to win a 5-round battle. And against Pantoja, I'm sorry, I think he gets run over. I think there's a level of physicality and certainly understanding of MMA positions.
Meanness too.
Yeah,
Pantoja does fight mean.
And relentlessly.
Yeah.
You know, courageously.
How is your chess game, by the way? Because you're a thinker. You're in life. You're a thinker.
In high school, it was pretty good. It's pretty bad now.
Are you more offensive or defensive? Is that even a thing?
Yeah. Well, it depends if you have the right opens. Yeah, there's different openings.
My open is just to pull, just
put your balls out.
release my junk, and then they, you know,
you're like, if I put my testicles near the bishop, is that checkmate?
What if the shaft touches the queen? Is that SA?
We should be fired today.
That's not
we should
good.
be fired today.
That is not good. All right,
should be
let's move
fired.
on, please. Can we move on?